Maria Gonzaga was an Italian aristocrat from the House of Gonzaga. She was born on the 29th of July, 1609, in Mantua. She was the daughter of Francesco IV Gonzaga and Margherita of Savoy. After the death of her parents, she inherited the rights to the Duchy of Mantua. In 1627, she married Charles I Gonzaga, Duke of Nevers, and became the mother of Charles II, the future Duke of Mantua. Maria played an important role in governing the duchy, especially during the War of the Mantuan Succession. Her rule was marked by support for the arts and the preservation of the influence of the House of Gonzaga. Iperhan was a legendary concubine of the Chinese Emperor Qianlong of the Qing dynasty. She was born in Xinjiang into a Uyghur noble family and belonged to the Koja clan, which had significant influence in the region. According to legend, she was renowned for her extraordinary beauty and the delicate fragrance of her skin, which earned her the nickname Fragrant Concubine. After the conquest of Xinjiang, her family was relocated to Beijing, where Iperhan joined the emperor's harem. Her story is surrounded by numerous myths and romantic interpretations, becoming a part of Chinese culture. Her figure is often depicted as a symbol of cultural interaction between China and Central Asia. Charles Lebrun was a French painter, decorator, art theorist, and architect, one of the main representatives of classicism. Lebrun became the court painter of King Louis XIV and led many important projects, including the decoration of the Palace of Versailles. He also directed the Royal Tapestry Manufactory in Savonnerie and the Academy of Painting and Sculpture. His work, rich in allegory and symbolism, played a significant role in shaping the Louis XIV style. Lebrun left a rich legacy, becoming one of the most influential artists of his time. Louise of Lorraine-Vaudemont was the Queen of France, the wife of Henry III. She was born into the family of Duke Nicholas of Lorraine and Marguerite d'Egmont, belonging to the influential House of Lorraine. In the year 1575, she married King Henry III of France, becoming the last queen of the Valois dynasty. Her life was marked by personal tragedies and political crises, including the religious wars. After her husband was assassinated in the year 1589, she retired to a convent, where she spent the rest of her years in prayer. Louise is remembered as a modest and devoted queen. Lucrezia Tornabuoni di Medici was an outstanding woman of the Renaissance era, the mother of Lorenzo the Magnificent, and the wife of Piero di Cosimo di Medici. She was born into the noble Florentine family, Tornabuoni. Lucrezia was not only an active participant in the political life of the Medici family, but also a renowned poet and patron of the arts. She supported the arts, helped artists, poets, and writers, and was also actively engaged in charity. Her literary legacy includes religious hymns and poems reflecting her deep faith and rich cultural outlook. Lucrezia played an important role in strengthening the influence of the Medici dynasty, remaining one of the most significant women of her time. Maria of Austria, also known as Maria Habsburg, was Archduchess of Austria and Queen of Spain, Portugal, and Naples. She was the daughter of Emperor Charles V of the Holy Roman Empire and Isabella of Portugal. In 1548, she married her cousin, King Philip II of Spain. Maria actively supported the Catholic Church and engaged in charity. After her husband's death in 1598, she retired to a monastery, remaining a symbol of religious devotion and Habsburg ties between Austria and Spain. Hans Baldung was a German painter and engraver of the Northern Renaissance, a pupil of Albrecht Dürer. He was born in Swabia and received his education in Strasbourg. Baldung became famous for his paintings and graphic works, which combined religious themes with elements of allegory, mythology, and mysticism. His works were often characterized by expressive imagery and drama, as well as vivid colors and complex symbolism. His style was marked by boldness and an innovative approach to traditional themes, making his works unique for their time. Henrietta Maria of France, Queen of England, Scotland, and Ireland, wife of King Charles I. She was born in the Louvre, Paris, to French King Henry IV and Marie de Medici. Henrietta Maria was a devout Catholic, which caused tension in Protestant England. Her marriage to Charles I in 1625 became a political alliance, strengthening relations between England and France. The Queen supported her husband during the English Civil War, raising funds for the Royalists. After the execution of Charles I in 1649, she moved to France, living at the court of Louis XIV. In her later years, she returned to England after the restoration of the monarchy. Wenzel Jamnitzer was a German jeweler, medalist, and master of decorative and applied arts of the Renaissance era. He was born in Nuremberg and came from a family of craftsmen. He gained fame for his metalworking skills, creating exquisite vessels, medals, and jewelry. He worked at the courts of European monarchs, including the Emperor of the Holy Roman Empire. He made a significant contribution to the development of engraving and decorative arts, leaving a legacy that inspired future generations of craftsmen. Catherine I was a Russian empress who ruled from 1725 to 1727, the second wife of Peter I. She was born into a poor peasant family in Livonia, and her birth name was Marta Skavronskaya. In her youth, she was taken captive by the Russians, where her fate changed thanks to her meeting with Peter I. Catherine became his loyal companion, participated in military campaigns, including the Pruth campaign, and supported the emperor's reform efforts. After Peter the Great's death, Catherine I became Russia's first female empress, whose brief reign laid the foundation for future women rulers while continuing his policies. Galileo Galilei was an Italian astronomer, physicist, and engineer, one of the founders of modern science. He was born in Pisa and studied mathematics and natural sciences. He made significant discoveries in mechanics, optics, and astronomy, improved the telescope, and was the first to observe Jupiter's moons, Venus's phases, and sunspots. He supported the heliocentric system of Copernicus, which led to persecution by the Catholic Church. In 1633, he was condemned by the Inquisition and forced to recant his views. Galileo left a significant legacy in science and is considered one of the key thinkers of the Renaissance.